Good morning, everyone. Rena here. I have a little setup here, and today I wanted to acknowledge the fact that today I have my hot water and my bed is made. Um, my cat's home and fed, which is super exciting. He's home. The other thing is just acknowledging the importance of communication in taking space for ourselves to take care of ourselves. And that's not always something that's easy to do or considered yoga. And I wanted to remind us that relational aspects of our life are as much yoga as the part where we're going internally and connecting with ourselves. And if we don't have the ways or language to say, I'm going to take a few minutes now, here's where I'll be, but please let me have my space. Understanding that it will get interrupted from time to time. I understand. I mean, I was a teacher, public school teacher with kids for a long time, all ages, and these are things that are hard to set up as systems for ourselves. But these gentle structures over time are things that people start to realize. You might see my parents in the background, and their wake up process is very quiet. We acknowledge each other, but ever since childhood, with my sister and me here, there's a sequence that they do that's quiet and internal, and until it's happened, we don't say anything to each other actually, and it's not a rude thing. It's more of a they're waking up. And similarly, that's the same way for me, which is I've made my hot water. And while there was some interaction that I needed to have for a reason, I ended up just saying I need to take some time for myself. So here's the place where I'm going to be for about 15 minutes. For me, 15 minutes is something that is relatively feasible, but even if it's like 3 minutes, where you and your loved ones can get used to that as a practice, then it allows you to feel that autonomy to take the space over time. Again, knowing it will get interrupted when we're setting up a new a request of our family. The sun's rising through the clouds. Recognizing that there's a transition period, right? And it takes time for that to actually be established. So giving yourself the space for that to be the case. I will close this little break, which is also nice at the same time. So we'll do a quick opening practice. And one other thing I wanted to share is the more that I've been creating these videos on different platforms, if you're finding that you're looking at this and like, oh, I should look like this, or why do I look like that? It's like the weather forecasting thing. Like, even as I set this up, even though right now it looks like, oh, if I want to pull the rug, the mat this way, then I should. It's not. There's a lot of flipping and actual multiple flippings that are happening in these video platforms, and the image is not necessarily true to what we think it should be. So I just wanted to share that as well, as also like a lightness and a softness to remember that and to share love to yourself, especially in the mornings. However you're arriving, that's awesome. That is awesome. So let's open the shoulders a little bit here. I've been feeling this need. I slept a little bit, I guess the word is jaggedly. So come onto the belly this time. If it feels comfortable for you, you can extend the legs and the feet. The tops of my feet are behind me. My elbows are directly underneath my shoulders, and that feels okay to me. But if that feels like too much, you can soften by scooting the elbows a little bit away and not sinking into the shoulders. I'm pressing into the palms. So for me, the low back support from this feels better. Pressing into the palms, the forearms, opening gently the heart, and I feel space in my belly. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax onto your hands like a pillow. You can wag the tail, as we say, cheek to one side. And then cheek to the opposite side, just relaxing, resting. And then extend your hands in a T. We're going to do a gentle turn to the side. So I'm flipping onto my right side. My left leg is gently coming behind me. This is a shoulder opener, so I might be pressing with my left hand gently to support. And this might be as far as I want to go. You might have more openness and create more of a shoulder opening in your right shoulder by lifting the left arm up overhead. If that's too much, just rest in this posture, or you can even just extend the legs to the side and feel openness in the shoulder this way. So it can feel acute, so use your discretion. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Then the other side. So extending the left arm away from you. Try not to eat your hair. And then I use my right arm to support me to lever. My right leg is extending away. My left leg stays long. So I feel openness here, and I'm feeling an opening in the left shoulder. If you like, you can also extend the right arm up and overhead. If that feels like too much or you're putting too much pressure into the left shoulder, use the right arm as leverage. And you can also choose to simply be on the side of your body, both legs extended, if that feels better. Breathe in. Breathe out. And come back to center. And then roll onto your back. We'll do another shoulder practice, which I hope you can see me. I'm not sure because the computer went to sleep again. So you can extend the legs out in front of you, or if it feels better, you can keep the knees bent, soles of feet onto the floor. And then you can open the arms in a T, press through the heels, so flexing the feet. So in case you can't see, my feet are flexed, toes toward the ceiling. And when I say press through the heel is the part that I'm letting jut out away from me, and it'll change the shape of my low back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Full body stretch. Breathe in. So this is even a gentle shoulder opener. Breathe out. Breathe in. Stay looking up to ceiling. Breathe out. Turn your head gently to the right as you breathe out. Breathe in. Back to center. Breathe out to the left. Keep pressing through the heels. Breathe in through center. Breathe out to the right. Opening the neck. Breathe in to center. Breathe out to the left. Breathe in to center. Breathe out, rest. So let the body relax. Soften. Gentle shavasana here, relaxing the legs. If you like and you feel the call for it, which I do, bring the knees into the chest. You can rock and rest the back. We did a little sphinx pose in the beginning, and this is a nice counter pose to that posture, just to massage the back side to side. If you always, find that you feel good by opening the insides, you can, at the base, at the pelvis, you can, and the pelvic floor, you can open the legs like so. And if you like, you can take a happy baby, holding the outsides of the soles of your feet or the backs of your thighs, just rocking. Letting this be even meditative. Bring the knees to the chest. Extend the legs. We'll take a short shavasana. And in your shavasana, letting go. Relaxing the system. Perhaps on the breath in and out, allowing yourself a gentle mantra. I have arrived on the in-breath if you like. I am home on the out-breath. This is by Thich Nhat Hanh. And if you can, just letting go of the mantra, otherwise staying with it. Gently begin to deepen the breath. Little fingers and toes. Bring my hands to the chest, over the heart. If there's any intention you want to set for the day, you can set it here. Especially for me, as I coexist with my parents while I'm in adulthood and typically on my own, there are adjustments that are required. So just allowing myself compassion for my parents today. Thankfulness for health, and also just the ability to draw back into my system if I feel myself getting pulled away. And then extend the arms up overhead, reach the body long. Breathing in, oh yeah. And wiggling fingers, toes, breathe out. Knees to the chest. Rocking over to one side. Pause here in your fetal position. This is symbolic of just reawakening, of coming back into the experience. So even in the morning, having a second now, awaken. If you like, with the eyes open, soft and focused. Thanking yourself for practicing, and I will see you tomorrow